In a world that moves faster every day, true luxury is no longer defined by excess. It is defined by calm, by light, by spaces that breathe, and interiors that reconnect us with nature. Today, we explore serene modern interior spaces where architecture dissolves into the landscape, where large windows invite sunlight to dance across stone and wood, where greenery becomes part of the design language. And where every material, shadow, and texture exists in perfect balance. This is modern living reimagined. Not loud, not crowded, but deeply intentional, grounded, and timeless. Welcome to interiors where nature is not an accent, but the soul of the space. The philosophy of serene modern living. Serene modern interiors are rooted in a simple yet powerful philosophy, the belief that our environments shape how we feel, think, and live. Rather than isolating the home from its surroundings, this design approach invites nature inward. Through light, air, texture, and organic materials, biophilic design plays a central role here. It is the conscious integration of natural elements into built environments, creating spaces that feel restorative and alive. These interiors are not about decoration. They are about experience. Every wall, surface, and opening is carefully considered to reduce visual noise and enhance emotional clarity. Clean lines are softened by organic forms. Minimalism is warmed by texture. Architecture becomes a quiet frame for nature's beauty. In serene modern homes, luxury is felt rather than seen. In the way sunlight filters through leaves, in the sound of wind moving past open glass, and in the tactile warmth of wood beneath your hands. This is design that slows you down. Design that invites you to breathe. Large windows and the power of natural light. Light is the most important design element in serene modern interiors. Floor-to-ceiling windows are not merely architectural features. They are emotional conduits between inside and out. These expansive openings dissolve boundaries, allowing daylight to flood interior spaces from dawn to dusk. Morning light arrives soft and golden, casting gentle shadows across textured stone floors. By midday, the space feels open and energized, with sunlight reflecting subtly off neutral walls and natural finishes. As evening approaches, light becomes warmer, deeper, wrapping the interior in a calm, amber glow. The positioning of windows is intentional. Views are framed thoughtfully. Trees, gardens, sky, and horizon become living artwork. Rather than heavy curtains, sheer textiles or recessed blinds maintain privacy without interrupting the connection to nature. The result is an interior that changes throughout the day. Alive, responsive, and emotionally engaging. Here, light is not controlled, it is invited. Materials that ground the space. Materials are where serene modern interiors truly speak. Reclaimed wood brings warmth and authenticity. Its imperfections telling stories of time and craftsmanship. Stone introduces a sense of permanence and grounding. Whether used on floors, feature walls, or countertops, it adds quiet strength and organic texture. Concrete, softened by matte finishes and natural light, offers balance. A modern counterpoint to the warmth of wood. These materials are never overpolished. Their beauty lies in subtle variation. Grain, veining, texture, and tone. Neutral color palettes dominate: soft beige, warm taupe, muted gray, clay, sand, and stone. These hues reflect light gently rather than absorbing it, enhancing the feeling of openness and calm. Nothing is chosen for trend alone. Every surface exists to support longevity, sustainability, and emotional comfort. This is material honesty, where nature is respected, not disguised. Indoor-outdoor harmony. Greenery is not decoration in these interiors. It is architecture. Indoor plants soften structural lines, add movement, and introduce life into minimalist spaces. Large potted trees anchor open-plan rooms, while cascading plants blur the line between interior and exterior. Courtyards, terraces, and gardens are designed as extensions of the living space. Visible from every angle, accessible through sliding glass walls. The building does not dominate the landscape. It listens to it. Trees provide natural shading. Green walls cool the air. Water features add sound and serenity. This integration enhances not only aesthetics but well-being, reducing stress, improving air quality, and reconnecting occupants with natural rhythms. Nature becomes a daily companion. Not something visited occasionally, but something lived with constantly. Shadows, textures, and quiet drama. Serene interiors are not flat or sterile. They are layered with subtle complexity. Gentle shadows add depth, created by sunlight filtering through trees, screens, and architectural elements. Textures play quietly in the background. Linen upholstery, brushed stone, raw timber, matte plaster. Nothing competes for attention. Instead, elements complement one another in harmony. Lighting is understated and warm, concealed LED strips, soft wall washers, and indirect illumination. At night, the space transforms, becoming intimate, cocooning, and deeply calming. This is where modern design meets emotion, where restraint creates richness, and simplicity reveals beauty. Living in balance. Ultimately, serene modern interiors are about balance. Between architecture and nature. Between openness and shelter. Between modernity and timelessness. They remind us that the most powerful spaces are not those filled with things, but those filled with intention. They invite us to live slower, to notice light, to feel materials, to reconnect with the natural world even within our homes. This is not a design style meant to impress. It is a design philosophy meant to endure. At its core, serene modern interior design is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about choosing spaces that support the way we want to feel. Calm instead of rushed, grounded instead of overwhelmed, connected instead of enclosed. These interiors remind us that nature does not need to be dramatic to be powerful. Sometimes, it appears quietly. In the grain of reclaimed wood, in the cool touch of stone, in the way sunlight softens a room as the day unfolds. When architecture and nature work together, the home becomes more than shelter. It becomes a place of restoration. A space where balance is felt, not forced. This is modern living at its most thoughtful, where less truly allows more to be experienced. In a time where the world feels increasingly loud, serene modern interiors offer something rare. Quiet clarity. Spaces that do not overwhelm, but restore. Where nature is not outside the window, but woven into everyday life. If this vision of living resonates with you, a home shaped by light, grounded in nature, and guided by calm. Then you are already on the path toward a more intentional way of living. Thank you for spending this time with us. And until next time, design slowly, live thoughtfully, and let nature lead the way.